Hel- Hello, hello, hello. It is I, Valadriel the Mad. So, this is going to be my first time actually streaming a video game and setting up on YouTube. I just want to start with I am the quintessential Dragon Age fan. I still remember back in November 2014, the day the Dragon Age Inquisition dropped. It was also the day that I bought an Xbox One, and that Xbox One only had Dragon Age Inquisition on it for a good 6 years. So I'm a massive hardcore fan of the franchise. Played Dragon Age Origins probably 8 times, Awakening another 5, Dragon Age 2 at least 4 or 5 times. Dragon Age Inquisition I have at least 14 playthroughs. I know everything about this universe, and I am extremely excited. So this is going to be 100% my fresh look, first impressions. I haven't watched any videos leading up to this thing, and I am just really hoping that BioWare blows me away. I've played all their games, and I'm telling you, Inquisition is going to be a hard one to top. So let's see how this goes.
I knew him as Solus. Smart, thoughtful, loved to hear himself talk. But long ago, he had a different name. The Dreadwolf. Ancient elven god of lies, or heroic rebel against tyranny, depending on which story you believe. In his desperate fight against the corrupt elven gods, Solus imprisoned them, creating a veil that split our world from the raw magic of the Fade. He had won. But the veil cost the elves everything. Their magic, their freedom, even their immortality. Now, Solus wants to tear down that veil and undo the damage he caused, even if that means our world has to burn. Somebody's gotta stop him. And that's where you come in.
So right from the get-go, looks like our character's entire purpose for existence is to undo the giant mistake that was trusting Solus during Dragon Age Inquisition. All right, great start off. All right, so I already knew I was going to play Elf going into this thing, but let's just check out what all of the options are. I always play Elven Mage my first playthrough. Sorry, not sorry. All right, so descendants of an ancient fallen empire pushed to the margins in the past. Some elves are building a brighter future by exploring their civilization's lost wonders, or just traipsing around in the woods and the dales like a bunch of gypsies. Cycle appearance. Yeah, male. It's interesting that it doesn't let you select male or female right off the bat. You're just kind of randomly going through these options. Hopefully there's more in-depth character creation here. But let's start with this guy. He looks good to me. Elven ears, some Dalish tattoos. I'm down. But let's look at our other options. Qunari, feared and envied for their size and strength, some Qunari follow a strict philosophy from their homeland, while others joined different cultures generations ago. Right, let's see some of the different options that they give us. So far, I gotta say, I'm not super impressed with this whole cycling system, but maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. Alright. Humans, an ambitious and prosperous people. Humanity's various kingdoms are the ascendant powers of this age. Dwarf, clever and tough in equal measure. Dwarves cannot dream or wield magic, but possess a mysterious and ancient bond with the earth. While dwarves cannot use magic, their combat skills are feared across Thedas. Alrighty. Well, I know I'm going to go with elf, so continue. Alright. More character creation. Pronouns, he, him. Okay, can't say that I'm too surprised by these options. Gender, man, customize. Okay. Well, these elves look a little thicker than the versions from previous games. So I think I'm gonna skinny up his head a bit. Doesn't seem to have the ability to, oh, never mind, rotation. There we go. Larynx and scalp. Jesus. Alright, this might get really in there. Alright, body. Okay. It's a little more in line with the way the elves have looked in the previous games, so... yeah, I think that's good. Undergarment options. There we go. What can I say? My guy's not squeamish. Oh. Make him more muscular? Huh. Interesting. Alright, so I like the idea of him being muscular, but on the more elvenly skinny side. Alright, that works. Body proportions. And this really is in depth. Alright, so far I'm giving this character creator, I'm gonna give it a solid 7 out of 10. And the reason I say that is because as much as I know that we all love character customization, that we can literally spend hours inside of these things, when, you know, creators also are aware of that fact, it seems to me like sometimes less options are better than more. Alright, so let's try to speed through this a bit. Eyes, eye color. My guy's gonna be magical, so I'm probably gonna go with a bluish. High saturation. There we go. High brightness. Alright, that works for me. Inner iris color. There we go. Now we can get magical looking. Pause. We're just gonna go with all blue. Bloodshot eyes, eh? Okay. So you want to make your character look a little more evil or just worn in, I guess. Cataracts. Okay. That's an interesting new detail. Give them props for that one. Ah, heterochromia. I was literally about to say, too bad they don't have heterochromia in here. Two different eye colors, but looks like they beat me to it. All right. So far, so good. Let's just take a look at the hair and then jump right into the game and see what we get. Hairstyle, color. Oh, alright. More hairstyle options than I expected. Trying to find something that gives me kind of a Dalish look. I like to stick to the lore as much as possible. No tour lesion. Yeah, I can dig it. He's an elf in the Tevinter Imperium. Alright. Last but not least. He's an elf. You know what? Nah, we'll stick to black. Just take a look at the tattoos and I'll be done. Alright. See, each one of these Dalish tattoos is supposed to correspond to a different Dalish elven god. And I'm not gonna give any spoilers, but it would be nice if they actually gave us the names of the gods that we were worshipping. I think this is Mythal. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Mythal. Let me know if I'm wrong in the comments. Alright, that looks good to me. Alright. So we have my elf. These backgrounds, not sure if they're consequential or not, but this looks cool. I'm gonna go with this. Accepting changes. Continuing. Class selection. Alright. So we got warriors command the flow of the battlefield. Some lay waste with sword and shield, while others use two-handed weapons to send enemies flying. Explore. What does that mean? Alright. Oh, okay. Okay, so it seems like standard Dragon Age. There's 3 different classes for each main class. Reaper, Slayer, Champion. The Champion and the Reaper are standard. The Slayer's new. I've never been a big fan of the Warriors in Dragon Age, to be honest. I've always been primarily a mage guy and secondarily a rogue. So let's check out the Rogue. Rogue hallmarks are quick movement and reflexes. Whether wielding a bow or dual swords, they use powerful, precise strikes for lethal damage. Explore. Alright. Veil Ranger's new. Hunt the enemy. Snipe enemies from afar using artifacts that charge arrows with dangerous, powerful magic. Oh, It's the arcane enchanter build that literally everyone's been asking for since the very first game. Note to self, try this out on my second playthrough, because unfortunately, or fortunately, depending how you think about it, I always do Elven Mage my first playthrough. Honestly, when it comes to the Dragon Age lore, uh, if you're not playing Elven Mage on your first playthrough, I don't know what you're thinking. Um, you really do get the absolute best dialogue options in the game. There's always like all kinds of additional interactions when it comes to Dalish elves, and really, if you've played the last game, you know that the history of the elves is really at the core of everything that's going on in Dragon Age. What is this? Aspirational armor. Oh, okay. So this is what some. Oh, so this is what a heavy armor mage looks like. Okay. Mages right now. Fury with spells that incinerate, freeze, electrocute, and crush. Some cast from afar, while others prefer close quarters combat. Death Caller's new. Evoker's new. Spellblade's new. Okay, all new mages. No Necromancer, no Knight Enchanter. Huh. Freeze. Oh. Alright, so we got a lightning build, an ice build, and a fire build. Well, as much as I like the idea of being a Spellblade, I've heard this game might be pretty punishing, so let's go with Evoker, Ice Mage. That's going to be the goal here. Select with Evoker. Oh, sweet. You can start off as a Grey Warden? This is awesome. I haven't been able to play as a Grey Warden since Origins. Let's see. Rook is a Grey Warden, an ancient military order sworn to battle Darkspawn and other monsters. The Wardens undergo secret unbreakable rites that grant them supernatural powers against the dark. Bonded in blood. Gain reputation of the Grey Wardens more quickly. Blight Killer. Deal increased damage versus Darkspawn. Vigilant training. Base health. Base defense and health are slightly increased. Alright, so Grey Wardens are tanky. Noted. Veil Jumpers. This is new. This is brand new lore. Rook is a Veil Jumper. The steering group explores ancient elven ruins in Arlathon Forest. Although founded by elves, they welcome anyone brave enough to face Arlathon's reality warping magic. Close to the Veil, gain reputation with Veil Jumpers more quickly. Attuned strikes deal increased damage versus Fade Touched. Keen Eye deal slightly increased critical and weak point damage. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that this is a glass cannon, or best suited if you're trying to create a glass cannon. Faction Shadow Dragons, also very new and very stylish. Look at that. Rook is the Shadow Dragon. This underground resistance opposes corrupt rulers and slavery in Tevinter. Coming from all walks of life, they are determined to bring justice to the people. Light in the dark. Gain reputation with the Shadow Dragons more quickly. Never to rise. Deal increased damage versus Venatori. Resourceful. Your class-specific resource regenerates slightly faster. Okay. Interesting. Lords of Fortune. Okay. Rook is the Lord of Fortune, an informal collection of explorers, hunters, and treasure seekers from Rivain. The rowdy lords are famed for both daring exploits and narrow escapes. Together in glory, gain reputation with the Lords of Fortune more quickly. Healthy competition, deal increased damage versus mercenaries. Relentless, perform takedowns on enemies with slightly less effort. So, if you're trying to optimize a rogue, seems like a good faction. The Morn Watch. This stuff is all new. Like, the Grey Wardens is so far the only legacy material here. Rook is a Morn Watcher. This elite necromantic order explores the mysteries of life and death. Tends to the undead Navarre, sprawling Grand Nicopolis. Recognized name. Gain reputation with the Morn Watchers more quickly. Return to the grave. Deal increased damage versus undead and demons. Acute afflictions. You can apply an additional affliction stack on target. I'm gonna go on and out on a limb here, just knowing what I know about previous Dragon Age games, is that this is probably the worst buffs thus far, because unless there's a huge change in the type of creatures that you're going to be going up against, there isn't a lot in the realm of Dungeons. Sorry, I was about to say Dungeons and Dragons, of Dragon Age that it falls into the category of undead. At least not yet. So I guess we'll see. Antivan Crows. Okay, these guys are from Origins as well. Rook is an Antivan Crow, swift knives in the dark, and the Crows are ruthless assassins, both respected and feared as Antiva's shadowy protectors. Under their reign, gain reputation with the Antivan Crows more quickly, open contract, deal increased damage versus Antam, which is a Kunari word, so I have no idea. Hidden pouch holds an extra potion. Seems useful situationally. Yeah, for me, the real decision boils down to Grey Wardens or Veil Jumpers. So, do I immerse myself fully into the new lore of the game, or do I go with my tried and true Grey Warden, which honestly I've wanted to kind of replay the Origins for a while? So, I guess Grey Wardens, an Ice Mage Grey Warden is the way I'm going. Oh, backstory. When innocent lives were at stake, Rook led the charge, saving a village from a monstrous nightmare, no matter the cost to himself. During a large Darkspawn incursion, Rook was ordered to hold the line with other Grey Wardens until reinforcements arrived. Rook argued by then villagers under attack would be dead. He disobeyed orders, leading the squad into the incursion and sealing the tunnel in the deep roads. This turned the tide and the Darkspawn were driven off, saving the villagers. Rook's heroism was popular among the younger wardens, but others with connections to noble families resented his independent streak. Rook chose to step away while tempers cooled. Let me see what you get for Veil Jumpers before I make a decision here. Surname is Aldweir? Hunter of Secrets. When lives were at stake, Rook defied orders to rescue people from the mystic perils of Arlathan. On an expedition to the ruins of Arlathan Forest, the Veil Jumpers found ruins that contained important lost lore and deadly danger. Barely surviving the ruins' ancient magical defenses, Rook's small team recovered an invaluable map leading to a hidden area of the forest. Although the team escaped, other Veil Jumpers found themselves trapped. Rook chose to return to the ruins, saving his teammates' lives, but losing the map. He was lauded for his bravery, but the map's loss caused some resentment among Veil Jumper leaders. So, a dude who saved his buddies and lost a map, or a Grey Warden who did what Grey Wardens do and was willing to sacrifice himself and all of his buddies to save the world? Grey Warden it is. For the record, people, only in Dragon Age does Valadrio the Mad play the good guy, ever. Okay? Every other game, always the bad guy. Dragon Age, special place in my heart. Alright. Select this faction. Playstyle, God. Well, the choices never end. Alright, it's really just asking for difficulty of the game. You know what? For the first playthrough, I'd really like to just focus on storyline more, but I don't want it to be too easy. So let's just go with the Keeper Combat preset. I'll probably just jump into Nightmare mode during my next gameplay anyway. Add a custom first name, then choose Rook's voice tone. Ooh, well, Don't mind if I do. Of course, there aren't enough characters for the mad.
Time to get to work.
Wait. Trying to figure out these controls here. There we go.
Time to get to... What's he been saying now?
What's he been saying now?
What's he been saying now? What's he been saying now?
I can't even really tell the difference.
What's he been saying now?
Past adventures, the Inquisition default. You can customize the main character in a few events from previous Dragon Age Inquisition. This will have some minor effects on the story, but can be skipped if you wish to move on. No, I would like to customize some of my previous game choices, thank you. Past adventures, alright. Murdered Herald, Judge Savior. These were some of the titles heaped on the Inquisitor as she led a force that changed nations. She? Nope. Alright, let's see. Edit the Inquisitor. Oh, sweet. This is straight up from the last game. Alright, so we're gonna go with man. Yes. Elf. The appearance of the Inquisitor might actually be important. Because it might actually pop up in this game. Whatever. Wow, you really can fully customize the Inquisitor. That tells me that he's definitely going to pop up in the game the same way that, you know, previous heroes have popped up in the previous games. Alright, so I'm not going to mess too much with this guy. Just going to leave that.
It's good to see you again.
It's good to see you again.
Less creepy. Definitely going with that. Elf lineage, the Inquisitor. He was an able hunter. Able hunter? Oh, it doesn't let me choose him as a mage. Interesting. Alright, now I get to choose my love interest. Let's see. Iron Bull was a favorite, but no, I went with Cassandra. Fate of the Inquisition. Grew too powerful, disbanding it, or given into the Chantry. So my guy was an elf, so he would have probably disbanded the Inquisition. Oh, sorry. Vowed to save Solus? Oh god, no. I'm vowing to murder him. No one betrays me, okay? Keep it real simple. That was a lot less options than you get in the old Dragon Age Legends interface. You know, part of me wishes that we could just import all of our decisions from the previous games like we were able to do with the first two games, but I understand how that can get extremely complicated, especially when you're into the fourth game and just the sheer number of possible endings and different threads that could be pulled. I can see why they would have gone for a more simplified set of choices. But what was interesting is that one of the major events of the end of the last game is who ended up becoming the head of the Chantry, which is there's three options from within your party that could be. The fact that that's not one of the options is a little suspicious, but let's see what happens after we finalize this guy. Valadril Thorn, Elf. Yep. Grey Warden Mage. Alright. Wait, no. Starting outfit. Yeah. Why is this one purple? Nope. I'm gonna go with good old-fashioned Grey Warden armor.
So, where were we? Oh, right. Him. Our best plan is to stop the Dreadwolf before he can perform his ritual. After following his trail across half the known world, we finally tracked him to Minrathous, capital of the Tevinter Imperium. But to find the Dreadwolf in a city this big, we need a local expert. So, naturally, our story begins where all great stories begin. With the seediest bar in town. And a missing contact.
Varric has been our narrator for now 3 games. Of course it begins with a bar.
Let's try this again. Where's Navgalis?
You think you can come into my bar and make demands?
How shall I play? Diplomatic or less diplomatic?
Navgalis is my only shot at finding the Dreadwolf. I'm not leaving until I know where she is. Be ready to talk by the time I get to you.
Darling, you're adorable.
Mage that isn't afraid to get his hands dirty. I like him already.
Not enough gold in the world for this.
Varric, now!
Meet Bianca. She'd like you to stay a while.
Oh, Varric got old.
Navgalis.
Dumat Plaza. The Venatori cultists took her to Dumat Plaza.
Thanks. Your friend Navgalis is at Dumont Plaza.
I heard. That's why you're my second in command. Although, for the record, there was probably an easier way to do that than fighting an entire bar.
Yeah, I'm a Grey Warden. It's my thing. Whatever works.
It got us Nev's location. Come on. Harding will be worried.
All right. Break's over.
I hope Nev's as good at finding people as you claim.
She's the best damn detective I've ever met. If she says she's got a lead on Solus, I believe her.
Minrathus.
The Archon's palace. Something must have gotten them riled up.
Alright, so this will be my first time playing a Dragon Age game on PC. Let's see. Hopefully it's just good old-fashioned WASD. Alright, so far so good.
Should we be in more of a hurry to get out of here?
We don't want to look conspicuous. Just get out of here nice and casual. Find Nev Gallus and stop Solus.
Alright, first thing I gotta say is this game is absolutely stunning. Look at that detail. Not just... Actually, what I'm really impressed by is the lighting. Jesus. No wonder it took them an eternity to make this game. For a second I was worried that the elves were going to be thicker than they normally are, but nope, looks like they got the proportions right. Character creation, for some reason, the elves look like they're half dwarf. But otherwise, everything looks pretty consistent. Look at this. This is amazing. Visually, this is already stunning. I honestly can't wait to see what the combat's like.
You still think you can talk him down before he starts his big ritual?
That ritual is going to tear down the veil. The only thing separating us from the Fade and an endless number of demons. I have to talk him down.
Really, because you were the one who was closest to him in the last game. Get to Harding. Alright. Let's see if there's a good old-fashioned map. There is. Fantastic. So far I'm not seeing any kind of indication of a quest marker, but I guess I'll just keep following the path. Well, I wonder, can I talk to these people? This is an RPG. No idea how to interact yet, so we're gonna call that a no. I'm messing around with like the alt keys and the shift keys.
Wait! But I didn't do anything!
Get down.
Are they after us? Is it because of the bar?
Word travels fast in Minrathus.
We've got to help her.
We don't have time to get arrested, especially if we... Oh, crap.
We're too late!
The ritual started. But if we hurry, we can still stop Solus before it finishes. Let's go! Harding's this way. She'll get us to Dumont Plaza. We'll get us to Solus.
Okay. I'm not even sure. Press what while moving to sprint? He seems to move faster.
Watch out! Is Sola summoning demons on purpose?
My guess is the veil is weakening, and they're slipping through the cracks.
And when the veil comes down completely?
And the whole world is going to look a lot like this.
I would very much like a staff right about now. Thank you. Oh wait, country full of mages.
Come on, this way. It should get us to Harding.
Press F to jump.
You're safe now. Get inside and bar the door as quick as you can, okay?
Thank you, miss.
Good old Harding.
Harding, you all right?
I've been doing what I can to help. The ritual must be weakening the Veil. There are a lot of scared people out here.
And a lot of demons. Haven't seen this many come through the Fade in years.
And what about you two? Are you okay?
A little shaky. Never better.
Fought some demons, and the Archon's palace took a few shots at us. Nothing we couldn't handle.
Speak for yourself.
Have you got my gear?
Right over there. Where's Nev Gallus? Wasn't she at the meeting point?
The Venatori got to her first. They grabbed her before we arrived and paid off the bar owner to keep it quiet.
I'm not surprised our detective did something to piss off a cult of murderous blood mages, but their timing stinks. The bar owner said the Venatori took Nev to Dumont Plaza. Can you get us there, Harding?
Not a problem. I saw Dumont Plaza while I was scouting the area, and it was crawling with Venatori. Follow me.
Eyes up. We've got company.
Demon.
Alright, combat basics. Perform a light attack. Right mouse click, use your light attack up to 3 times in a row to create an attack chain. The last hit, a final attack that fires multiple boosts simultaneously. Alright, seems pretty standard so far.
Here they come.
Okay, run away first. Then fire from the bar, because that makes perfect sense. Alright. Not sucking at the game. That's the goal.
I think that's the
So
last of
far,
them.
so good.
Good. Let's get to Dumont
Press
Plaza and
R
find
to drink
Nev.
healing potion.
You two all right? Patch yourselves up if you need it.
Okay.
I don't get it. If Solus tears down the Veil, doesn't that destroy everything?
Solus always talked about how beautiful the ancient world was.
That world existed before the Veil, and he wants to bring it back.
Cool.
Even if his ritual kills us all in the process.
Alright. So, not just ranged attacks, you can also use your staff and melee. And a lot of the game is breakable. And yeah, looks like I picked something up. Let's look to see if there's an inventory. Tab, I, alright, nothing yet. Okay. A couple different things. Seems like some of the combat is intuitive, some of it less intuitive. Let's see what happens. It's almost like the AI takes over for some things. Gold. These attack speeds are actually kind of slow, especially for anyone that's played any of the previous games. I'm assuming there's a way to amp up my attack speed in the future. I'm getting this effect by sprinting as I attack. Alright. Really hoping movement gets better. It's to explore these Dragon Age games always. I'm the kind of gamer that I check every nook and cranny. Yep, that's right. I'm a completionist. It took me 3 years to beat The Witcher 3. That gives you an idea. Just this gold, riches. Oh, more riches over here. Hope I can take control of the rest of my party at some point. What's this? Looks important. Aha! Full on potions. Noted.
You are in violation of Imperial order.
Oh no, I think that's Dumont Plaza.
Let's move.
They're the ones who made trouble at the bar.
Predatory cultists! Reinforcements to be here soon!
I hate these assholes. Looks like the Venatori put up a barrier to block the way.
Is that red lyrium? Looks like I destroyed it. Fully. Oh, more combat.
More intruders!
Avenge our fallen brethren!
Friendly bunch of cultists, aren't they?
They crossed the Grey Wardens a few years back. Got a lot of our people killed.
Yep, I was there.
I have this urge to just run in and fight, especially with how slow these staff attacks are. Gotta learn to suppress this impulse. There seems to be a way to loot, which is maybe disappointing. We'll see. One of the things about games like these is that there's always so much to
Guess
explore.
we're sliding down.
Well, which direction do you want me to go in? Okay. There's always so much to explore in these games that oftentimes you'll spend just a ridiculous amount of time just picking up loot. It seems like they tried to balance it out with some different mechanics in this game. Am I going the wrong way? Yes, I am. More gold. Let's speed this up.
They're allies of Veilguard! Kill them all!
Shot. Use tabs to select your new arcane shot ability. Requires 15 mana to use. Mages generate mana over time. Use tab. Okay. Launch up to 5 projectiles towards your target and nearby enemies. Applies burning. Is there a tactical view? Are there options? Nope, just the Veilguard soldier, apparently. It's arcane shot. Tap. Oh, I see.
The Venatori owns these streets.
Not super intuitive, but I'll figure it out.
Venatori, take your revenge!
Quick recover. Oh, dodge. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Alright, getting some new tricks up my
But
sleeve.
it looks like Nev's work, not the Venatori's.
Of course she's a mage.
Varric, hiding. Not the worst timing.
Nev, it's so good to see you. We thought the Venatori had kidnapped you.
They thought the same thing. A lot of Venatori in this city have reason to hate me. Figured I'd play along. Find out who wanted to settle the score this time. Then the sky started raining demons. So I'm back on the job.
Appreciate it. Rook, this is Nev Gallus, our local expert. She's gonna help us find solace. Nev, meet Rook. Harding and I found him a while back. Thought we could use an expert on trouble.
Rook, like the chess piece?
One of the strongest pieces on the board, but he tends to think in straight lines.
Right to business.
We haven't got a lot of time. Varric said you had a lead on Solus?
You get right to the point.
I do.
I haven't seen Solus in person, but I did find hints of old magic, similar to what you get in elven ruins. I traced it to a building beneath Our Lady of Victory. That's where your man is hiding.
Then let's go. Before this ritual he's doing gets any worse.
Worse, this ritual's already drawing more power than I'd expect from a dozen mages. You told me he was working alone.
I also told you he was an ancient elven god.
An elven god. Well, whatever he is, he's causing trouble in my city. Let's go.
All citizens in the Canal District must remain in their homes.
Seems
So
like
if
a
we do
lovely
catch
place to
Solus,
live.
or the Dreadwolf, whatever he calls himself, what's the plan?
He wants to bring down the veil. Hopefully that ritual takes his full attention.
So we catch him while he's doing his ritual so he can't fight us.
That's the hope. If it comes to a straight-up fight, we're dead.
So far, still on a linear path. Assuming this is still the prologue. Not unusual for Dragon Age games. But the inability to interact with people is getting really annoying. There we go. That's that. More gold. Note to self, can't accidentally murder yourself. Or can you?
We can slide down the line to get across.
Should probably see if there's a save. Yes. Autosave. Okay, it's good enough.
Getting too old for this.
Line. Got it. Zip lining. Yay!
There. That's the building I catch Solus to.
Looks like the Venatorians found it, and then demons found them.
Huh. New trick. Noted. Ranged attack. Oh, well, that would have been nice to know earlier. I like that a lot more. Much more limited. Noted. Eats up mana. What's that? Not enough mana. Okay. Trying to figure out what that fully charged purple thing on the bottom
Enchantment on
is.
the entrance. I can get it.
So many things to learn. Note to self. Falling in the water apparently murders you. Because you can't swim? Question mark?
Venatori. They must have tracked the magic to this building as well.
And then the demons found them.
Couldn't have happened to a nicer bunch.
Same old Varric. Nice to see that the writing for him is consistent.
So this is the Dreadwolf's hideout.
One of them, at least. Not sure how long he's been here.
Some of this looks ancient.
Solus has been around longer than Minrathous itself.
He's an old elf. But I saw like a secret passage there or so on. There's always hidden stuff. Don't trust BioWare. Noise. Wait, this is where I came from, isn't it? Or is it the way I'm supposed to be going? Because of my foolishness. Alright, down the witch's road we go.
Broken chains. Solus is freeing slaves.
Solus hates slavery. One of the few things we actually agreed on.
He said the other elven gods were tyrants who oppressed his people. He was trying to help them.
Menthar seemed okay.
What do you see?
No sign of Solus. Just a big glowing window or mirror or something.
Well, that sounds ominous.
Hopefully the crafting and armor purchasing in this game is better than Inquisition, because that was probably Inquisition's biggest weakness. Something about a game where the best
Ancient
armor in the
elves
game
doing
is craftable
something
just kind
to
of ruins it in the long
a
run.
dragon, I think.
Yeah. Trying to control it, maybe?
Solus said the other elven gods were evil. If they were binding dragons, he was right about that much at least.
Last game I got to kill, what, 9, 10 dragons? With the DLCs? I expect much more dragon killing in this game, BioWare. Uh-oh. The Dreadwolf. Oh no!
More demons.
Oh no! Tab. What do we got here? Alright. Mages can use orb and dagger combination to attack with the orb. To attack with the dagger. Huh. Seeing as it looks like I have a maximum amount that I can have on me at any given time, might as well use them. Okay, so the game wants me to go that way, but it seems like there's more to be found this way. There's always a secret. Oh.
It sounds like that opened something below.
Then let's have a look.
More Dreadwolf statues. This never ends well. I like that we're diving right into the elves, though.
This the big glowing window you saw earlier, Rook?
It's called an alluvian. They're elven and very old.
It acts like a doorway from one place to another. Solus uses them to get around quickly.
He must have gone through it.
Well, we're not in Minrathous anymore.
I know these trees. This is Arlethan Forest.
And there's your ritual. The power involved. I've never seen anything like it.
The tremors are getting worse.
And we've got demons.
Alright, so far this is the one thing that I seem to know how to do correctly. I can't quite figure out how to target other people. Oh, take what you can get for now. Definitely like that laser
And I thought the demons
feature.
were bad back in Minrathous.
The Fade's a mess this close to the ritual. No telling what could come through.
No need for pods.
Does it feel like those tremors are getting worse?
Keep moving and try not to think about it.
Alright, I think I'm just trying to get a hang of this mage combat. It's literally what I say right before something just like smacks me.
Not many of them left to light. Might want to hurry.
This group clearly needs a warrior. 2 different paths. Oh! Probably don't want to leap to my doom. Probably a bad idea.
Almost there.
Ability shortcuts. What? Ah, I see. Nice! Okay. That's much better than tab. It's cool. It's like you get Fade Step this time without having to wait a couple levels to grab it. Oh, who am I kidding? I always grab them like at level 2.
Quite a few of them, aren't there?
Nothing compared to how many we'll get if Solus finishes his ritual.
We have to stop this demon quickly.
Watch the lightning!
Solus's ego.
Nope, 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 nope. Get away. Get away. Get away. Get away.
Everyone all right?
Good enough. Let's get to Solus.
Combat still feels real sluggish. Not really liking the inputs here. Solus, the great betrayer. I'm holding a grudge.
I'll take it from here.
Are you sure?
Positive. You three just keep the demons off me while I talk to him.
Varric, Solus isn't gonna stop just because an old friend asks nicely.
Solus needs someone to sell him another option, to help him justify changing his mind.
This is a mistake.
Come on, Varric. We didn't come all this way just to talk to him.
He was my friend, Rook. I've got to try to reach him. But if he won't listen to me, then he'll hear from Bianca.
More demons.
I'm sure he's quaking in his boots.
Rook, take care
Oh,
of the
wait.
team for me.
He walks barefoot.
Hey, Chuckles. Hope I'm not interrupting.
Chuckles.
Let's buy him some time.
All right.
I hope Varric is getting through to Solus.
You better talk fast. We can't hold these demons off forever.
The veil is a wound inflicted upon this world. It must be healed.
By drowning the world in demons?
I have taken precautions to minimize the damage, Varric.
Minimize the... People are dying right now. You need to listen. Please.
People are always dying. It is what they do.
Shit. We need a better plan.
Do you want me to take the shot?
Won't work. He's too powerful.
What if we disrupt the ritual?
How?
See those statues? If we break the scaffolding holding that one up, the whole thing will come down on Solus.
It's risky. Interrupting a ritual of this scale will have consequences.
And what about the demons? Varric needs us to hold them off.
Right, you two
I'm
stay
just
here.
like,
I'll
where are
bring
the
down statue.
thousands
What?
of mages that
No.
are supposed to make
Stepping
up
into all that raw magic is
the
suicide.
majority of the population
The
of this
storm could
country?
tear you apart.
Anyone got a better idea?
Why aren't they helping out?
Fine, but you'll need backup. I'm with you.
I'm a mage. I'll go.
Either way,
Well, no
someone
duh.
needs to stay back and deal with the demons.
Oh, Harding's with me, faux show. Harding will fall into greater danger.
Let's go, Harding. Nev, keep the demons off us.
You got it.
Also, kind of the logical decision. She's a mage. She can handle herself. Not that hard as can, but not as good as a mage can. Hey. Okay. Oh. Alright, got it. Have to pay attention. There we go. At least aren't any immediate consequences for falling off of stuff due to one's own stupidity.
This is it.
Bring down that scaffolding!
heroically.
Why? Why tear down the Veil, knowing all the lives it'll cost?
We shared a journey years ago. Do you believe that I would do this if there was some other better option?
The pillar's weak, but
It isn't falling! We need to push it!
I'm with you.
Together! Now!
You came a long way and made a valiant effort, Varric, but this story does not end with my downfall.
Push!
Oh great, is he gonna be able to seal rifts now too? I can't believe he broke Bianca. Oh, the betrayal. How would their friendship ever be mended? Will Harding be my love interest this game? Are dwarfs a thing in Dragon Age?
You have no idea what you have done.
Soulless?
This seems ominous.
I know what I did. I stopped you from destroying the world.
I was not destroying the world. When you disrupted my ritual, the magical energies pulled me here, into the Fade.
Okay, so that's why you're here. But why am I here?
Your physical body is unconscious, but you shed a few drops of blood at the ritual site. Enough for a tenuous connection.
Blood magic?
Firstly, I abhor the use of blood magic. Secondly, had I the power to control you, I would already have used it.
Fine. Talk.
Alright, you brought me here to talk. What are we talking about?
The Evanurus, or as you would call them, the Elven Gods. The creatures that escaped. In ancient times, they ruled the elves, but that was not enough. They sought not just to be obeyed, but to be worshipped. When I rebelled, they drew on the horrific magic of the Blight, corrupting all they saw until I trapped them. Thanks to you, though, I am now trapped, and the blighted Elven Gods walk free.
Ruh-roh. Yeah, you let them out.
Thanks to me? I wasn't the one performing a big ritual to free them.
Free them? My mortal enemies. I was ensuring that they would never escape their prison.
You were tearing down the veil.
I had a plan.
Varric always said you'd have a big explanation for why none of this was your fault.
Varric.
Yeah, he said that's your style. Never quite lies, clever half-truths that let you convince yourself you're doing the right thing. He tried to talk to you anyway, and now he's hurt.
Varric is quite practiced at shading the truth himself.
So those things that got out, you said they were gods?
They said they were gods. Blighted, tyrannical, sadistic gods. It took all my power to imprison them millennia ago, but I am certain you will be fine.
Sarcasm much? Oh. Alright.
That's really helpful. What are you, the elven god of sarcasm?
Lies, treachery, and rebellion, depending upon the story. And how could I help? I do not have my ritual dagger. I cannot access my network of mirrors to travel from the lighthouse to anywhere in the world. All I can offer is what I know.
Helpful advice from the elven god of, and I am quoting you here, lies, treachery, and rebellion.
Depending on the story.
Elganan and Gillenane are your problem to solve. This is your responsibility now.
Why? Why tear down the veil?
You want me to take the shot?
You have no idea what you have done. This is your responsibility now.
Well, look who's still with us.
Varric, you're okay. But I saw Solus stab you. You fell.
Trust me, kid. I've had worse. It'd take more than a flesh wound to stop me. Don't think I'll be making it out to the field anytime soon, though.
Sorry. More. What exactly happened?
What happened?
Remember how you said that Chuckles wasn't going to listen, Rook?
Chuckles.
Oh, turns out you were right.
The plan did go a little wrong.
Yeah. Nev got everyone out. By the skin of her teeth, mostly. Before you start worrying, Harding will be fine. She's made of sterner stuff than either one of us. Or, at least, she's a lot tougher than me.
Varric, when we stopped the ritual, something else got out. Something even Solus is afraid of.
You've got this, Rook. World's not flooded with demons right now. Because you stopped Solus, not me.
Varric, even so, I need you to—
Rook, you've got this. I've seen your work. Like that time you ditched your orders for a better strategy during a darkspawn attack. There's a reason I dragged you into this whole Solus mess. You're clever, adaptable, and you don't know when to quit.
This is true.
You're awake. Sorry, I didn't mean to barge in. I was just looking for elf fruit.
No, it's fine. I was just gonna stretch my legs.
Oh, Rook. Watch your step out there. If you put a foot wrong, you'll fall forever. Yeah, on top of everything else, the Illuvian took us to the Fade. The place where dreams come from, so... that. Yeah.
Then I really need to look around.
Yeah, you should. And we should talk about things. Maybe find Nev. She's outside, looking around. There's a room with a table down the stairs. I'll meet you there.
Go ahead, Rook. Me, I need to sleep. See you later, kid.
Alright, so this seems like a good place to stop. So, here are my initial thoughts. So I want to give this game definitely so far a solid 8 out of 10. I think visually, there's no denying it. This game is absolutely gorgeous. Um, the voice acting is fantastic as well. Really, the only things that I don't like about the game so far is the combat inputs seem very, very laggy. Now, I'm hoping that they teased that there was going to be a different way of leveling up your character, improving his skills than we were able to in the previous games. I'm hoping that there's some kind of mechanic that they're going to build in that like generally increases your movement speed, your attack speed, just because right now it just feels very clunky. There were several times that like I hit by the demon where I was literally tapping the button so that I could dash away quickly like 3 times in a row for about a second and a half before it seemed to work. So other than the my combat complaints so far, I'm extremely happy with the game. With the exception of like the one plot hole that I was mentioning while I was playing, and it's like, dude, we're supposed to be literally in the middle of the Treventer Imperium, where there's the capital of the most powerful and free mages in all of this world. Um, I don't understand why stopping Solus from what he was doing, like essentially boiled down to this ragtag group of people. Seems to me like the Tevinter Imperium would have had plenty of mages at their disposal to jump in and try to put a stop to what Solus was doing. So other than that, so far, so good. Um, hopefully the game gets better from here. Well, like, subscribe. Let me know what you think.